Okay, here we are in Bruno Loubet's prep kitchen, away from the action in the restaurant, and he's going to cook a couple of dishes for us. Bruno, what are you cooking? And let's see you. Oh,
actually,
very nice, fresh lobster.
I have this beautiful fresh lobster. I put them in the freezer a bit, as you can see. I just take them out of the freezer.
Yeah.
So they are a bit sleepy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to poach them in water.
Yeah. What's in the water, Bruno?
Yeah, so in the water here, it's quite salted. I like the water to be very salted when I cook lobster or crab. And I put just a bit of aromat, so I have a bit of leeks, a bit of fennel trimmings, and lemon. So I don't put too much flavor in it.
Okay.
You know.
Simple.
Yeah, simple. The most important thing really is for the water to be well salted. I always look at 1 minute by 100 grams.
Okay.
And then I leave them to rest like 3-5 minutes, depending on the size at the end. Okay. So I'm going to do a salad, which is very popular at the bistro here. So it's a very simple salad, but it's quite interesting because we use this watermelon, and the way we use a watermelon is a bit different. And that's an idea I got from when I was a child. My mother used to put some salt on the melon, and which as a child we find always very weird. Yeah. You know, because what, salt on sweet? Horrible. And then obviously over the years, after making a bit of research, I realized that there was something which happened in some village in Spain, actually, and the reason is to you know, it really pushes the salt, really pushes the flavor, right? But also it kind of cut the sweetness as well, you know. So what I do, I have this thick piece of watermelon, and I basically season quite well with salt. I mean, not only change the flavor, but also it changes the texture of the melon. Okay. Because I put a bit of fennel seed as well to give this little aniseed flavor. But the beauty of this is what we do after, we put in a vacuum pack bag, we vacuum, and then it will change the texture. Basically, I mean, it looks a bit like fresh tuna. You know, a very nice piece of fresh tuna after that.
How long do you leave it in the vacuum bag?
Well, a few minutes. It's just the fact that you take out the air and you compress. If you don't happen to have a vacuum pack machine in your kitchen, then what you do, you wrap in cling film very well, and you put between maybe 2 chopping boards or 2 flat trays, and with quite a bit of a weight on the top, and then you will get the same result. And basically, what we end up with is this. You see, it really looks like you see the color have changed completely. But also the texture.
Extraordinary. Yeah,
the texture is different now. It's more like kind of meaty. It's a nice balance between the sweetness and the saltiness.
It's got a, so strange enough, it's got a sort of oysterish background.
Yeah, very much the sea flavor coming through, which is quite bizarre. You know, thinking it's a fruit. You know.
Absolutely.
And then I use a bit of curry. So I'm a French, but I do my own curry mix. I don't use curry powder. Okay. So this is a mix of about 20 spices here, and we heat it up a bit. You know, maybe 40 degrees with vegetable oil for half an hour, and then leave to cool down. Okay. So we get basically we get the flavor and also this beautiful yellowish color. Yeah. Now,
and it also got a bit of a sheen on it, hasn't it?
Yes. And then I add when it's cool, I add a beautiful olive oil. So the idea is, you know, we don't want to put the olive oil at the beginning because you will kill it when you heat it up, obviously. So with this oil, I do a mayonnaise. Okay, so a basic mayonnaise with egg yolk, Dijon mustard, then the flavored oil, monte, and make a nice mayonnaise. Now in this mayonnaise, what I do, I put some yogurt. Even to make even sour, I put a bit of lime, and also we make it really fresh to the taste. Now for the garnish, I also have some pink grapefruit. We're going to put the garnish on the plate for the salad. So we have this beautiful marinated watermelon. Basically, we make nice cubes.
It's almost like a candy, isn't it?
Yes. Sea candy.
Yeah.
And we have the grapefruit. Okay, so I have the lobster. So what we like to do with the lobster, we don't serve it cold, completely cold. We like to have it slightly warm. think there is more flavor. It's nicer. We crack the lobster. So usually what we do, we cook them, and not completely. We leave a bit. So obviously, you know, for the service, you always need to have things pre-ready, the mise en place. So we pre-cook a bit, and then during the service, when we have one on order, we
just finish it off.
yeah, finish it
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
So it's nice and warm. It's not chilled from the fridge, which I don't really like it.
Sure.
I think it's like a prawn cocktail. you
So
know.
it's quite a challenge to do this when you've got a busy service.
Yes, but I like challenge. I think it's nice. You know, little touch like that make quite a big difference. But what I like to do is to give a bit of an element of surprise. So people, you know, they receive a salad like that and it looks beautiful, and then when they start to eat, they have this surprise. Say, wow, that's different, and you know, a bit of saltiness, a bit of sea flavor, the juiciness. So after we have these little leaves, so we like to use a bit. I mean, you know, not only for decoration but also for flavor. Here
Sure.
we have a micro coriander, which
Yeah.
have a slight flavor of coriander, and here we have red vein sorrel,
Yeah.
which is very acid, which goes very well again with this with the sweetness of the lobster, the sweetness obviously of the melon and everything. So it's not only it looks good, but it actually have a purpose,
Sure.
which is to bring this sourness to the
Which is
dish.
much better than what it should be about, isn't it?
Yes.
Garnish for the
Yeah.
sake of garnish is
Yeah.
a complete waste of time.
Exactly, yeah. So of course you can use, you know, we can use some of the shell
Sure.
for decoration, and maybe a little thing like that. Maybe this, and then we finish with a bit of the curry oil, a few drizzle. Not bad for bistro, I think.
Delicious dish. Absolutely delicious dish.